agree. I think it's just like it's really hard to trust that in the moment because everything feels like it's crumbling
Yeah.
around you. Um, but definitely, like I think once you've gone through, I hate to say this, but like when you do go through failure, which everybody does, and if we can look at failure as lessons, we're never really failing. The only failure is not trying. But like when you do hit that place of like you're deemed failure and you come back again and then you have another one and you have another one, I think the way you start to build the trust that everything's going to work out eventually is from going through that and seeing exactly what you said, that it does come back around in a better way for you, whatever's meant to be. So I fully back that. I think we so scared of failure. Like again, it's another biggest fear of humans in general. But what is failure really? Like in my opinion, the only way you can fail is if you don't try to do something, because then you never know if you could be a success or not. But as long as we can reframe it to a lesson, I think we're never really failing. We can always learn. It's the data that we're gathering actually if
Yeah.
we're failing, to say this is how we do it differently next time. So I love that. I think everybody needs to learn how to embrace failure rather than fear it, because it can be a
Hmm.
really powerful mindset shift and allow us to trust that everything will work out in the end, because it will. It always does. And whatever is releasing itself from you is probably not meant for you in that season of life. So I really like, I love that what you've shared there. It's really powerful around, yeah, just knowing that it's gonna get better kind of thing. And you mentioned obviously now your business allows you to go on travel, spend more time with your children. You've got a bit more freedom. What do you think is the key to entrepreneurs actually setting up a business that allows them to have that freedom? Because I have noticed over the past 5 years that I've had my business that so many people build businesses that actually trap them and make them feel like they're back in their 9 to 5 job and don't fulfill them, don't allow them the freedom that they get. So what do you think you've done differently to allow you to actually have that freedom?
I think that it depends on where you're at in life and that and the level of time you've been in your business, and who's around you. So when I first started a business, I came from the corporate world, and I believed you work 9 to 5, right? Like that's just what it is. You work 9 to 5. Yeah, if you're an entrepreneur, you get a little bit of flex space, but I expected myself to be in the office. And that was my hours, my work hours. And I actually felt guilty if I didn't answer calls or respond to emails in a timely manner because I should be in the office. That is taking me a while to realize that that is not, as an entrepreneur, you get to create what you want. You get to design your life. You get to design your business. And it's been being around other entrepreneurs that I actually got to see what was possible, right? Like I have a coach who takes summers off. And I remember thinking, wait a minute, you can take summers off? Like, how does that work? Like, and I saying it now, I'm like, well, obviously you can do whatever you want. But like, I didn't understand that at that point. I had the mindset that you work 9 to 5, just like corporate. You take your lunch hour. You don't like sneak away. Like I was a workaholic in that sense. Like I worked all the time. I even worked in evenings and like I worked all the time. And so seeing that it's possible and how it's done has really opened my eyes into being able to take summers off or take Fridays off. Like I wanted to take Fridays off so I could go play pickleball. At first, when you first do that, you're what if what if a client emails me and they want something done? Like, yeah, if I'm at my computer, I can go and get it done. But now that this is like a thing that I usually take Fridays off, I've changed my contracts to know that I work Monday through Thursday. I'm still going to be available if I can do it on Friday, but it's not like a thing anymore. I've also really gotten firm on my timelines. Like I had a client who would really push my boundaries and basically text me anytime she wanted, like after dinner, so after the 5 o'clock closing time for my original hours. She would text me and be like, "Oh, you need to post this." Right? Or on weekends, she'd be like, "Oh, I forgot to do this. Can you just put up a quick graphic and write a caption for it?" Right? Like those are times that I should be off and not working with my family. So it's going through one, being able to see what's available, like this not working summers and taking Fridays off and finishing, like I finish the day typically around 2 because that's when I go get the kids from school. Right? These are things that once we see them, we're like, "Oh, I could do that." But then also learning your boundaries is another way that we can start seeing freedom, what we want, what we don't want. And I think now that I've started to see that these are options for me, I was like, okay, well, I don't want to work during the summer. Like I still work, but I don't work, I'm not in an office, right? Like I can work from home, I can work from the lake, I can work on vacation.